All right. So we're back with Spyron and Fetty, so take it away with Spider-Man 2.
Indeed. Welcome back, everyone. You might remember us from the last run. This is Spider-Man 2. We're on PlayStation now because this game, unfortunately, did not get ported to any other console. So this is just a PlayStation exclusive, which we do like. Again, once again, obviously joined by Willie Fetty. Hello again.
Hey, that's me. Hi,
Indeed.
that's me. Hi
Now,
guys. We're showing off a new rule. I'll let the other mod take this away. Spyro.
yes, so we had a rule previously locked in where you had to run a brand new save, fresh save, because there's certain triggers that you hit on after finishing certain levels. There's certain unlocks that you have to unlock, which technically slow you down because you have to press X to like say, yes, I've unlocked that thing, excellent. So because of that, you run on a new save. But because you can actually go into this create a spider mode, which is unique to this game, it didn't exist on the previous one, where you can go in and choose a skin, any of the skins, any of the costumes that exist in this game. You can technically set this to be any costume you want with none of the powers that normally come with the costumes, which allow you then technically to run in any costume you want. So because we're cool, we're going to run in Venom 2 Earth X because this is a cool looking costume, guys. I think we can all agree. I think we can
And
all
also
agree.
shout outs to any Spider Girl fans. You know, if you know, you know, if you read the comics. But yeah.
So
Timer starts when he says easy or when he selects easy again.
indeed.
Basically it's on the same engine, just with a little bit of tweaks, which we'll explain as we go along. So
Yeah. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, begin.
I guess the biggest thing with this is that per the namesake, it's Electro. Ooh, other rogues gallery.
Yeah.
And Beast is here for some reason. So all of the tricks for this game are the same. Just where you implement them is different.
No spider fly, sadly, on this one though. We don't use that. Very sad.
Yeah, there's really nowhere to use it. But you will notice as he's swinging. Oh, was that an upward momentum on a building?
Ooh.
Oh. So
right,
Neversoft came in and took it. It is Neversoft, right? I'm not.
Vicarious Vision, I think, who took over this one. Neversoft, yeah.
That's right.
They took over from them.
So yeah, so Vicarious Visions did a little upgrade. They said, hey, if you're swinging on top of a building, why not give them a little pop up in momentum? So they did that, which is great for the speed run. Also, another great thing, you can now web ball in the air.
Indeed, which makes this game hella fun, I have to say.
It does. It does.
You can do this.
Wait.
Wow.
Yep, you just shoot web balls wherever you want. So basically, this I consider this the real first level of the game. The first level we just swung through was kind of the training level. If you've never played this this game before, or any kind of Spider-Man game before. So this was groundbreaking when I was a kid. I don't know about you, Spyran, if you ever played this before you started speedrunning. But swinging down on the ground in New York City after PS1's like the original, man, dude, I used to spend hours as a kid.
Yeah, this level especially, yeah, like you say, it's really cool to be able to do this for the first time in these games, just because, like you say, in the previous game, you obviously saw we didn't really touch the floor at all because of all the gas that they put there.
Another shout out.
Right. And also, I will shout this out before we start talking about this run in depth. This level has a lot of speed runs for it.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Shout out.
We added a whole bunch of categories for this game. You can catch a fish. There's fish percent. There's a basketball goal that you need to make a basketball. So there's basketball percent. And you know, we might be adding more in the future. Who knows? But yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. This level right here is just there's some guns on top of some buildings, and he's following a mysterious man to a warehouse. Kind of the same premise, honestly, as the first game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
never really noticed that before.
There's 2 warehouses. You're right.
Never really noticed that before. Masked man who we didn't know, right? Like. Then we're following him to a warehouse. But yeah, so it's just this one happens in 2 levels. That one's the entire game. So this speed run's a little bit harder to get into, and the reason is that the tricks are actually harder, in my opinion, and also the tricks matter because of a runner called Sodalier and a runner, Gustavo. Shout out to both of them. They've basically made this record. If you run it on emulator, which is the easiest way to find it, as Spyran only needs to take out these 3 guns. They've dropped it down to 23 minutes. So this is probably one of the tightest speed runs that you could possibly have.
Yeah.
As you're getting peppered, like we're playing Dreamcast.
Yeah, all good though. We take them out. We move on. Nice and easy. I don't know if anyone enjoys Fortnite. I believe this next level actually inspired Fortnite. I have heard this. I don't know if you've heard
What,
the
all
same.
the cameos?
No, just that it's you versus like 100 different people in this warehouse. So we've got to defeat all these people, and we've got to make sure that we're the last one standing. So
the jump web ball is huge here, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. So it makes a big difference. You kind of just run around. We know where all the enemies are. They're always in the same location. So it's just a matter of kind of planning your route out. I think most people use relatively similar routes, but not all completely the same. Where I like running around kind of the outsides and then jumping up where I need to defeat all the bad guys. There should be one more guy here. There we go.
I go 4 corners and web zip. So
there's one more left.
Well, one more guy spawned right at the end. I believe he's going to be here. No, okay, he's trolling me. He's over here.
Tried it.
There he is.
Tried it.
Yeah, we tried it. We tried it. So that last fellow will only spawn once you defeat everyone else, basically. And that's the end of level trigger, basically, by beating that last person.
Nice. So, also, we're about to come up on the hardest boss fight in the entire game.
Well and truly.
Shocker. It's Shocker. They literally made him the hardest. You have to web yank him, and then you have to pull boxes down on him. It's over. Oh, it's over. No, it's actually the easiest once you know what you're doing. Basically, you pull him down and you throw a box on him.
It's the easiest unless, for whatever reason, Spyran decides he's just not going to pull the box down that you target out. Sometimes he'll just turn around because you press the buttons in slightly the wrong order or slightly slower than you should do. And that's just like, it just kills all your momentum. You just got to restart the level basically and try again. Or restart your entire run, which isn't fun.
Yeah, and also, this is also, if you're going for record, this is also a restart level as well.
Absolutely.
This is that's a bomb. So it looks way different.
Oh my goodness,
yeah,
2
dude,
bombs.
2 bombs, 2 games. Crazy. You need to go find some keys. And a good commenter in chat actually commented about it. This game is very, very, very RNG dependent. So that's actually a great spawn. That's a great spawn for yellow. Or is it yellow? What key are you?
Red key. There we go. Nice.
Red key. But yeah, so they can spawn in a whole bunch of different locations, one for each area though. So Spyran really doesn't have to worry too much now that he's found the first area. But the thing about it is that it's random where they spawn, random if they're what key, like it's just random. But that's this is the entire game. So it's Spider-Man 2K with more RNG, which is why people usually tend to run the first one. So me though, I'm a casual enjoyer of EE. I think the story, hot take, is better than 2K. But that's because Rino Romano, the voice actor, shined through not having a supporting cast on this one. So
that's true.
He got to make a lot more quips. So
yeah, definitely a lack of extra characters. In the first game, we had like Daredevil appear, we had like Punisher appear, all sorts of people. This game, oh gosh, if I could pick up the key, that'd be great. There we go. Love the controls, by the way, they're great.
Yeah, good old classic PS1 controls. Those never change. But yeah, so instead of him having a supporting cast of like Venom to bounce off of, or you know, even just like things in the level, they just had to kind of turn it up on his quips for him in this game because it's just him. So he does fight bosses, obviously, but he's not, you know, there's not Scorpion, Jonah, all that.
Yeah. So. And from a speedrun perspective as well, I guess we kind of like already touched on it. A lot of the skips, like the theory behind a lot of the skips is the same, but there's way less skips that you have to do in this game. So there's not loads of levels where it's like, oh, you got to skip on this level, or trick on this level, whatever. A lot of it is just pathing, I would say, and like 9 times out of 10, and RNG, yeah. So not fun if you don't like those things, but otherwise, still pretty good speedrun, I would say.
By the way, are you playing on PAL?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. Because
So we can do this
that
next
affects
trick.
this.
Yeah.
That affects this next one. But yeah, so this is I think, in my opinion, the best music in the game with the worst controls because they give you a top-down isometric perspective with PS1 controls. But now Spider Lad is not here, so we have to stop a plane that's on fire. This trick only works on PAL version or emulator. So if you want to stop it immediately as soon as the cutscene starts, there's a great tutorial on that as well.
Yes.
That you can find in the Spider Discord.
So, like we've said earlier, not a lot of people run this on hardware. Emulator seems to be the preferred option, which obviously, just because it's easy, obviously, to get a hold of and set up, as opposed to like buying a capture card, buying a console, all sorts of stuff. For whatever reason, yeah, there's obviously differences. If you know about consoles, there's differences between like the PAL versions and NTSC versions. Even though the NTSC version on emulator can do that trick just fine on the plane level where you web up the propellers straight away, it only on hardware, as far as my testing has proven at least, works on the PAL version, because on NTSC on hardware, the plane's just moving too fast. And so for whatever reason, you just can't web it up as quickly. So you have to kind of, there's a little adjustment to that strategy that you can do, where you can kind of just let it run a bit further forward before webbing it up, and you can kind of do it, but it's definitely not as fast.
And people thought I was crazy when I said it didn't work.
Yeah, I was one of those people, and I apologize profusely for now having tested it, realizing that, yeah, this game especially, I say, in comparison to the first one is definitely true to it, applies, but this is like a different beast on hardware in comparison to the emulator version. It just, the clunkiness of it, the kind of lack of sometimes inputs that it just decides, you press the punch button, I didn't see that actually, I'm just not gonna do that. A lot of that in the game, so it's good fun if you run on hardware. Good fun.
We're going the slow way around the building. But yeah, so that was, if you didn't notice, that was kind of all the assets from Race to the Bugle from the first game. This one is, we followed those villains that just set that plane to go blow up. We followed them to a train yard, and they all look like NYPD agents.
No, press the wrong button.
Oh, you hit the wrong button. What he's doing right now is he's supposed to be stealthily hitting these buttons, but as you know,
stealth, never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of any kind of stealth ever. And it doesn't really matter anyway. It's not like he gets caught and we fail the level. That would be insane, by the way. But
imagine, actually,
also,
yeah.
Chat is pointing out, we do have to point out that this game came out at a very poor time in American history. So it had to get altered due to 9/11. There are some 9/11 copies that are out in the wild that you can find, like pre 9/11 copies where the last fight will take place on the Twin Towers instead of just a random building, and also you'll see more planes blow up. But
indeed,
this right here is the harder version of the 3 skips that you can do on this level. And basically what he's trying to do is deload himself out. Just like that. Basically, like we said, walls are non-existent, and this is a bulk of Electro skips are basically glitching through solid walls. So now he's gonna go for the backup.
Yeah, we'll go for the backup just to make sure we definitely can do it.
This one's my favorite out of the 2 because I think it looks cooler. Where you're basically using web zip targeting mode to get out of bounds and swing under the level. But yeah, so we're supposed to be hitting a whole bunch of switches and kind of.
No way! I swung.
Aaron, you have to. You were way too close to that wall.
Dude. I don't honestly. I haven't done this skip in a long
just
time.
Just go for the other one. Go for the other one, man.
Apologies, everyone.
But yeah,
no, I'm gonna show off an even funnier one actually. While we're here, we've got time.
Yeah, do it.
Let's do this version.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this is the 3rd one. But yeah, so basically all the skips in Electro revolve around glitching yourself through like the big solid walls that we would never glitch in 2K because they just waste too much time. In Electro, it's actually the quickest way to do it because the levels are a little structured in a way that makes this quicker. Right now, what Spyran's trying to do is avoid opening all these doors because he has to reach a train. He's got a train to catch, and all of these doors, as you can see, are basically impenetrable. So he's got to go walk around.
The wrong door. It keeps sticking me to that one, and I need it to not stick me to this door essentially to be able to jump through this properly.
He's gotta walk around and basically hit a whole bunch of switches, but instead, we're just gonna honestly brute force our way through. That's
Here we go.
the
This should do it.
Spider-Man way.
Watch this and
Yep, there it
through the
is.
door.
Bang. Yeah, so now we're gonna catch this train that was supposed to have left the station, but since we glitched it, we're here. And now we have to catch up with this train. I wonder if this is just gonna be a normal catch the train
I
level.
think it will. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try because I think it's cool to show off if we can do it. So there's a trick on here that is perhaps the most annoying trick in the game because it's just so difficult to pull off. Where in theory you can zip through this sand wall if you time the button press of your swing. Oh, like that. Oh,
there it is.
Like that. So if you do that fast enough, you can catch the train literally on the first sand wall. But if you don't do it fast enough, then you've just got to keep going. But this is a quicker way. I can't believe you just done it again. This is a quicker way of getting through the sand walls. Normally what you'd have to do is, you can see the sand wall's got like a health bar on the right hand side. By throwing objects at the sand wall, that defeats it. That was it, and it scuffed me. So that's normally what you do. You see I kind of did a zip to the floor. We'll do this one normally. We'll pick this up. Because you've seen the sand wall skip now, so we'll try not to get hit on the head. Never mind.
Yeah, so the good thing about this level is until you're at the last sand wall, the train won't move. But yeah, so this is probably the hardest trick in both games. You're tricking the game into thinking that you're like aiming at a wall to zip. And so this is another frame perfect trick, really. Is you have to like, and it's very, I would say frame perfect, but honestly, from all the testing we've done, even testers can't get this to go right all the time.
Yeah, it's so awkward. It's literally like you say, like 2 or 3 frames that you have to be able to do it. And sometimes you just won't actually get those 2 or 3 frames because of the kind of lag that the game sometimes just like, it'll skip that frame just because it's lagging or whatever else. It's awkward. It's an awkward skip. But what you can do, if you have the forklifts do one shot. So the ideal strat, if you're not doing the sand wall skips that we demonstrated there, is you just throw the forklifts.
By the way, beautiful swing to train.
Yeah, nice actually. Normally it takes me ages to jump on.
Yeah, PS1 controls. Shout out to all of our PS1 runners out there who run PS1 games. You guys are troopers.
We are close to our
we have to
goal,
fight controls every day, baby. But yeah, so if you just noticed everybody for that split second that was in a meeting there, oh my god, Hammerhead was supposed to show up, but you guys didn't see him. So right now we have Hammerhead's goons. Are you going for the skip?
Oh, absolutely.
He is. So this skip is completely unnecessary, but we use elevator skip to completely avoid
better be careful.
just sealing up the elevator. It's honestly just unnecessary.
Yeah, it isn't needed, but it looks cool, so we do it anyway. Has it saved the hostage? No, it's left a hostage. Hold on. There's a hostage still. That guy still there. Is this guy? Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yep. Looks like that's everyone.
So right now we're making it through Hammerhead's. I'm guessing business building. It's the scientist was here, right? I don't know the story, dude.
Yeah, we're chasing. Not Mysterio. We're chasing Electro. That's his full name. But Electro.
We don't even know it's Electro yet, though. This is what I'm saying. So with this story, I know the story, but why is Hammerhead in this building? I know he was here for what's her face, the scientist that made the jewel.
Yeah,
but
there's a jewel.
Why
there's a jewel
was
involved.
she here? Why was she here?
Maybe she's in a business meeting. Maybe she was here on business. I don't know. That's a great question.
All right, but yeah, that's my one question for everyone who has ever played this game is why is she here? But yeah, no. So we just freed a whole bunch of hostages. It really looks exactly like hostage situation because it is.
It's true.
And now we're fighting Hammerhead. Also a pretty easy boss fight if Spyran gets good RNG and actually remembers the combos.
I hope so. Here we go.
So.
Is he gonna charge me down? He's not. Okay. Ooh.
It looks like, are we here?
Hey!
Hey, let's go. So now he did what he would have done with Scorpion, which is he only did a certain amount of damage, so that way a cutscene doesn't play, and we go outside. So he saved some time by just being able to do that.
Yeah, same logic like you say as the Scorpion level, where you try not to have a cutscene play, basically.
All right, so now for probably the hardest skip in the game, in my opinion. It used to be clipping through the doors until we figured out how to make that easier. But for me, this skip is named after a well-respected person in the community, Burke. It's called Burke and the Machine. Basically, what we're trying to do is before those boilers blow up, we need to glitch through this wall and completely get to the end of this level. So that is what Spyran is doing right now. Is glitching through the wall.
We find the wall up here. Oh, we just about got in. I'm trying to not.
And now
there's a version of the where you can go under the floor, basically, but we're not going to do that.
And so now as we said, walls are illusions, so are doors, and bang, beautifully done. If he was a couple seconds late, then we would have to restart that long level again. Yeah. Now this level used to be the bane of my existence, but sorry, Spyran, what were we saying?
No, just that. Yeah, this next level, a lot of similar concepts where we've got to go through a door, but we've got to do some other things. So we go into this room here, we turn the temperature up, and we disable these barriers that are here. We've got to press all these buttons around the kind of outside of this little structure in the middle here before these little robots start firing at us again. There we go. We press this button. Oh, unless we do Fetty Fall, it's true. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Fun fact, this is where it was found. But yeah, no, he's just going to do this whole thing. You used to have to glitch through these doors, and he made that one door look easy because it is. These doors are nothing to play around with. So for the uninitiated, that is the easiest way to get out it. Don't try to go through the doors on this level anymore. There's no clips of me ever.
What the hell?
You also get randomly shocked by lightning. Just something this game loves to do is throw lightning bolts at you. It's like that one meme, Spyran. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Finally. That's what we're looking for, baby.
Yeah.
Someone insert the Burke clip. Where's the green?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We are here to the most boring level in the game. What Spyran is about to commence in is something that could put everyone to sleep. Which is he's going to climb up here and just hit buttons. And it's going to be the same thing that you just saw over and over again.
Yeah, just a couple more times.
So if we do have a second for a quick donation, if we do have any, because it's just literally this repeating for a couple floors.
4 more to go.
Yeah, I can read something out. Yeah, don't forget that we are raising money for the Transgender Law Center. Not only do they support the queer community through pro bono volunteer work and legal resources, but they're also at work in court protecting the rights and lives of LGBTQIA plus Americans. Right now, they are arguing in cases in the areas of healthcare, immigration, prisons, and the policing of queer people. Thank you for helping them fight for our rights. And if you do ! donations, you can get your donations in and we can reach our goal of $1,000. We only need $140 left.
Oh my days. We can get that done before the end of this run, I'm sure of it. Come on, everyone. Let's sort that out.
Hey, look. Spider-Man has hit donation goals before. Let's get it there again. You just saw how repetitive that level was. So I'm glad we're here. Also, the scariest boss fight ever for me as a kid. We're in Kurt Connor's lab. Y'all probably didn't realize that. So, yeah, so here's the lizard. Hey, we gotta make some serum and get him back. Spyran's gonna do the fast way. There's 3 ways of doing this. Easiest explanation I can make. But he's gonna pick up these vaccines and put some microchips into the lizard. And he's gonna hit him. It makes him invulnerable, or it makes him vulnerable. And then he's gonna throw a chemical at him. Really, all you need is that one web cartridge, which is why he didn't do all the VATs. So he's gonna pick up. This is the fastest way to do it, and the most consistent is by picking up these little science VATs. If you don't hit him with the serum, he is invulnerable. So you have to hit him with the serum.
Yes.
And there we go. That's lizard down in record time. You could also use all 3, and if you're a little bit sketched out on where to throw the vials, you could just kick, punch combo, just like normal. This level, he is going to the aptly named Dr. Watts.
Do you know, I've never thought of that. They've clearly done that intentionally. That's a great point.
Yes. So, Dr. Connors tells him to go to Dr. Watts' office to learn about the device that Electro stole to make Electro a god.
You've actually just blown my mind.
I'm glad I was able to do that for you. I thought it was well known, but I guess not.
No.
So,
it's everyone else. Probably it's everyone else, just not me.
So apparently biotech has like the greatest security defense system ever that Spider-Man's just effortlessly able to go through. I don't know if drones were around in 2000. Well, I know drones were around in 2000, but laser firing drones in 2000? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if we're that futuristic, but
yeah, it's pretty impressive place, this.
Yeah, dude. Biotech Labs, they work on biotech, but have laser drones.
Oh, why not?
But yeah, I guess they could do more than one. I guess they have to have a little bit of military contract, right? To survive. But yeah, so you saw Sandman earlier, right? We didn't get to fight him. We didn't get to fight him. So basically, what we're gonna do is RNG manipulate Sandman into standing where we need him to.
There we go.
Which I thought he was gonna do, but I guess we're gonna do that next time. The only way to damage Sandman is to have him wet. And the only way to do that is by upping the pressure in the valves. And dude, Spyran, you take this boss fight so weird. Anyway, it's random. It's random where he spawns unless we do what he just did there, which is pick up the web cartridge. And he'll spawn. If we stand there after he despawns, he will spawn in the same place every single time. So it's a guaranteed way to hit him with water. If not, he becomes a pain to deal with. So good job two-cycling. It's harder than it looks. And yeah, because the water doesn't hurt him, we hurt him. So congratulations on that. Also, those little unlock portfolio things. Fun fact, that's how we know if you're on a new save or not.
There we go. Yeah, so what we were saying at the beginning, where we normally run on a new save, that's still true. Just we have the added benefit of the costumes now. But that's how we verify, yeah, that essentially you're running on a brand new save is because of those.
All right, so basically, this level right here, Hello Spider-Man, we are basically, there's a giant generator in a museum for some reason that Electro has electrified to cover his exit. Also, Electro stole a device that needed basically the diamond the size of the Hope Diamond, if not bigger, to power it, and didn't know how he was going to get one. And then
good plan.
Just so happens that there's an exhibit that has a diamond that's bigger than the Hope Diamond. So
it all came together perfectly, actually. Yeah, all came together perfectly for him.
I mean, honestly, dude, Electro's plan, flawless, I guess. Huh?
I mean,
like,
to be fair, he gets it, and things happen. He just gets a bit unlucky that we just beat him in the end. Spoiler. But
he gets lucky that all of this came to pass because he definitely did not steal it knowing there was a diamond.
Spider-Man's work is
he didn't even know how to work it because he stole Dr. Watts. So
yeah. And that leads us on this crazy adventure.
True.
Everyone's favorite level as well, this one. Everyone likes this one.
Rock of Ages, man. Once you know the pattern, I used to hate this level, but once you actually sit down and learn the pattern, you're supposed to be crawling all the way up while Electro shoots down lightning bolts at you in like a mage. But we can kind of just do what we did on Missile Attack and just zip up.
The pounding of Electro exhibit.
And there we go.
Yeah. And there's Rock of Ages done beautifully and masterfully. So...
And unfortunately, we're at the worst boss fight of the entire game because this one, it sucks. Like, so you'll notice that there's Electro in the middle. We're going to try and hit him a few times. The unfortunate thing is sometimes the inputs, he just eats the inputs sometimes, it feels like, and you'll punch him and it won't count for anything. And it's just a bit sad. We're doing all right, actually, to be fair, this time around. We've got some damage onto him.
Also, if you get hit by electricity, his electric dome, you basically, like I said, there's RNG of that happening because this game is RNG dependent. But you get knocked down and your web gloves go away, so you just kind of wasted web gloves. Which, by the way, webbing for this final level is actually really important. So he's gonna get blown away here.
There we go.
And that's what we were talking about. Is he loses his web gloves, he's on the floor, and
nearly.
Oh man. Yeah, we all hate this level. Not gonna lie to you, we all hate this level.
There we go. Take him out.
Web ball can take him out.
Oh, we landed on the white cartridge as well. Let's go.
Hey, huge. This one, final level.
She is Dr. Watts. That was her the whole time.
Oh, dude. Yo, it's Dr. Watts. I don't think you guys have seen her yet.
No.
But if we were running on a specific copy, this would be the Twin Towers, but this is the standard copy.
Yeah, there's a bridge there now. These are two.
Yeah, so this is some random building.
Yeah.
This is some random building. If you want to explain what we're doing here, I'll definitely, especially because Electro is now Hyper Electro.
Yes, so this is the last fight of the game. This is the last level of the game. What we do is we blow up those generators there because Electro, if we don't do that, we'll just use them to regenerate his health. So we defeat those first, we blow those up, and then we're going to stand here after defeating these little air generators. We're going to do a quick combo on him here to drop his health as low as possible, which hopefully we've done.
Avoid electrified mine.
And there we go. So if we deal enough damage during that first section, he'll go to this cutscene where he'll try and recharge, but realize, oh no, the tower's broken, it blows up. So we only really need him to do that once more, and we should be able to defeat him. So we're going to go over to this next one over here. We're going to blow this up. We're going to get our web gloves on, and we're going to stand in between him and... Oh, he's so far away, though, so I'm kind of glad he didn't hit me there, because that would have been a pain to jump to. So we're going to try and get him to hit the generator there in the middle, which he does. There we go. And this should be all we need to do if all the inputs come in. No, I'm literally 1 HP.
I'm actually glad because we forgot to explain when time was. So time is going to be the minute that Spider-Man jumps and the screen fades to black. So we'll be able to call time for you guys.
Yes.
So get ready for that.
Prepare yourself. It is coming as soon as he loses his last pixel of health. Whenever he decides to do so. I know. There we go. And there he is. Alright, and time's coming up.
Evil is dumb.
Now, that's time.
Hey, let's go. Nice run, by the way. Nice run. Bad
nice
RNG,
run.
but nice run.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
GG. Nice.
So that's the end. It turns out Thor saved the day the whole time. We contribute nothing. So that was good. Yeah, and that was Enter Electro. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing both Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 kind of back to back there. I think that was pretty fun. I've been Spyran. If you want to check out more content from me, you can go to twitch.tv/Spyran or YouTube. I'm SP_Spyran technically, but if you search Spyran, you'll probably find me on YouTube as well. Mostly Spider-Man content. You'll probably mostly see me speedrunning Spider-Man, especially mostly because I've been practicing for ESA, which I don't know if anyone's at ESA coming up. I'm at ESA next week to run Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, Enter Electro again. So I'm looking forward to that. After that, I'm hoping to expand again my catalog a little bit. We're going to be running some more games, but if you enjoy Spider-Man, come find me on those various different channels. Fetty, where can people find you?
Yeah, so it'd be twitch.tv/WILIFETTI. I spell my name with one L. It's a shocker. But no, it's Willie Fetty. You can find me on Twitch. I've been streaming a lot of Pokemon lately because I haven't played the DLC, but you will be finding me speedrunning Spider-Man or some random Resident Evil game or something that my friends want to play, like Spy vs. Spy. So you can find me there, or you can find me on speedrun.com, just Fetty, as it's spelled. And I would plug my YouTube, but the YouTube channel's dead, and I usually just help other people's out anyway. Also, if you want to support our community directly, Spyran probably would have mentioned this if you remember, but we do have Spider Runs, our channel that we host. Basically any Spider-Man game, not just the two that you just have seen, but it's mainly been these two because we're the most active community. But really, anyone who runs any type of Spider-Man game or wants to show off anything or do any kind of use that platform for any reason that's, you know, we deem fit, like, we're gonna be there. We do a lot of events, so
we do.
I wanted to say thank you for having us, and thank you for having me again. It was really fun to be here, and Spyran, congratulations on the run, genius.
Thank you very much. And of course, shout out to the Spider-Man community. We've got a Discord. If you go to speedrun.com/SM2000 for the first game, or SM2EE for the second game, you can find the Discord where you can come in. We'll teach you everything you need to know. We'll help you out. A nice, friendly bunch of people, I have to say, in the Spider-Man 2000 Discord and EE Discord, because it's joint. It's nice. So yeah, come and join us in there if you fancy learning this game. We'll teach you all the tricks and get you all set up. It's great. So that's been us. This has been Spider-Man, and back over to you and for the final run of the day.
Have fun.